In the upper left, we have our Terran player. He always gets out of the round of 32. Will he do it this time? He is.
MVP King.
And now into the bottom right, we have our Zerg player who plays like nobody else. He is.
Samsung Khan Shine.
This is new music to me too. I still haven't heard all the Heart of the Swarm music.
Yeah, it's
This is like
there's some good stuff in there.
Guy on.
Nothing will ever hit the Terran themes from StarCraft 1, but those are the greatest songs of all time.
I always like the Zerg songs, StarCraft 1.
You're wrong.
The Zerg songs, at least, I feel like you could play at like a pro level. You could actually still have the Zerg songs on, where like the Terran songs, I'm like, no,
that's
this is
true.
just,
that is true.
Like when you're actually at a pro level playing that, I'm like, no, I don't want the Terran music from StarCraft 1 playing while I'm trying to hold off a goon rush at my entrance.
Yeah.
While repairing my depots with SCVs. I'm like, that music doesn't even fit. That's like having Christmas music play a Zerg or something.
In fact, the Zerg music in StarCraft 1 is almost like ambient sounds, you know?
That's why I like it.
Yeah.
Because even when you're going really fast, you could still sort of...
But the better music overall is the Terran.
I don't agree with you.
Okay, you're wrong, though. This is like not an opinion-based thing. It's hard to have an opinion that's wrong, Tasteless, but you have surprised us all.
I really dropped the ball back there.
All right, we actually have a Zergling Rush coming from Shine. Not the most popular thing to see against Terran because they do things like wall in.
Well, he's going to see it at the last second. Let's see where the command center's made. Is he going to make it next to his main?
Well, the thing is, if he just makes another depot,
I think he's going to make another command center
don't
first.
do anything.
Oh my god!
So yeah, you know what? He's going to get a cancel on that.
Well, he could even get up the ramp if he does this right.
Yeah.
I mean,
which do you go for? Do you go up the ramp?
You go up the ramp. Well, you still leave one link for the SCV.
You know what? He didn't start a second Marine.
Oh my god.
Keen.
Wait, the SCV's going. Wait, ah!
All right. So cancels instantly. Not playing that game. You know what? This depot is going to probably go down though if that SCV goes out one time. In fact, it is going to go out, and that's a kill, not a cancel. Big deal.
He might be able to get that SCV over there, and he does. Not. Oh my god, he's
Forces
in.
the cancel.
Z on the loose. Now come here, these Marines.
Wow. The SCV's coming up, really helping out a lot. It looks like the sling harassment is done, and he's droning behind while expanding. So that's basically the end of this. I do not expect any more kills from these two lings, but this is the same scenario I've talked about a lot. You actually do have to study your opponents. And that's something that we've actually seen probably tonight out of Kespa players, but tonight I don't know that we've seen that out of the SF players as much. And Keen he's playing as if he's playing against like Symbol or something. He's playing a little bit safe, but like not completely safe. Where it's like, no, this guy really is as cheesy as
here's
I
another
keep saying.
example. Well, yeah, I mean, you could have walled in with the command center and the barracks and the depot. But instead he's like, well, I mean, you know, if I finish this here on the low ground, I get a few more minerals, right? I get a little bit ahead. It's like, yeah, that's true, but I mean, look who you're playing against.
The only build that's really going to get you is exactly what happened, so I feel for him in that way, too.
Sure, but I mean, you gotta, I mean, anybody who's watched the last few games and you just take this one out, they'd say, well, this guy, he seems to like timings and he seems to want to not play a normal game. He wants to kind of cheese out a win. He wants to pull a fast one on you.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like playing against Shine, the best way might be just to pretend it's a barcode on the ladder and you have no idea who it is.
Yeah.
I've said that before, but again, I think it holds.
Well, who's that? There's an ID. Okay, so in case you guys are unfamiliar with this, because I know it's more common on the Korean server, but because people want to,
play anonymously.
What they do is they just use capital I's and lowercase L's to basically make an ID that looks like a barcode. So the entire, the top 100 players ranked on the Korean server, for instance, 99 of them are barcode, or just
something
a barcode.
Like that, yeah,
and then
huge percentage.
A huge percentage. And then the guy who's number 3, his ID in Korean is barcode butcher.
Funniest thing ever.
It's like the greatest idea I've ever heard.
I wonder who that is, because whoever that is awesome.
It's got,
and I want to be their friend.
Well, it's it makes the scenario even more epic. Like his thankless journey through the ladder slaying the other barcodes.
Yeah.
These faceless barcodes that he will continue to destroy.
It's so funny. All right, good kill on that Overlord. Right now, we see that with 3 racks. By the way, anyone that actually, if that was confirmed, because we saw that on Reddit and it was so funny. But if it was confirmed who that is, someone please tell us.
Yeah, let us know on Twitter.
Whoever it is,
call
I'm a
me
fan.
tasteless. He's Artosis.
Yeah. But anyways, back to what I was saying. He's gone for that 3 racks play this time with Combat Shield, so we're going to see a Marine Combat Shield timing. Now, he just showed a lot of lings.
Yeah.
It's possible that Shine knows. Okay, Baneling Nest goes up. He saw many Marines. He's like, why do you have this many Marines? Well, it's because it's that 3 barracks play that he canceled in the last game.
All right, now he's going to push out here. This Ling sees what's coming for him. Apparently doesn't run away.
That 3rd base, if that's what Keen decides to target on, might be able to kill it. There are a lot of Lings on the way, and that Baneling Nest as well. You know what? I think Shine's just going to hold this and not just hold it, crush it. By getting those Lings up the ramp.
Around.
Yeah.
Well,
I think he realizes that this is never going to work. It has to not be scouted.
Yeah.
Once it gets scouted, it becomes a lot worse. And there's his 3rd command center. Really slow for TVZ right now.
All right, we have the Widow Mines coming up here. He once again sees what's coming for him.
And Shine is playing really well, man.
Yeah, I got to give this guy credit where it's due.
He's reading what's going on quite well and countering it all he needs to. He has some Banes out now, some Lings out. We'll see if these Widow Mines can make a difference. Whoa.
What was that?
Good
That was
splitting. Good
yeah.
splitting.
All right, more Widow Mines coming out here. And yeah, just continue to make some more Banelings. I think you're right, though. I don't think that any of these attacks are going to actually.
He's going to have to get a
scar
lucky
the
Widow
Zerg.
Mine if he actually pushes forward. It's literally going to be based off of the
Widow
luck.
Mine. Yeah.
All right, Spire is on the way as well as Baneling Speed. Both exactly things that Shine should be doing from this position.
All right, he's probably going to have to evacuate the drones here.
Yeah, I would say so.
Just because there's potential for there to be. Oh, well, hold on. All right, nice. Planted 1 Widow Mine, and a second one goes down right now.
Queen's still trying to lay creep tumors. She was brave, but now gone. The Lings and Banelings starting to move forward a little bit.
Now the question is, can he get the hatchery up in time here?
Oh man, look at that! Draws that over.
Oh my God! Just not enough surface area to even micro that.
This is pretty significantly bad for Keen.
Oh man!
Everything he has done has been just stomped into the ground so far.
He's just at every corner.
And this game, he's not going to be fighting against just roaches, so it's going to be harder
to the Zergling.
Harder to come back.
I'll get you.
He is going to get him too. What?
This took way longer than I expected.
Every time he tries to attack, he actually doesn't attack. I've never actually seen this.
Is this guy going to get away?
Well, the Widow Mine's going to kill both.
Oh!
That's kind of funny.
It was an exciting ending back there.
Yeah. Every time that I could hear the Zergling attack sound, but as it stops to attack, the Hellion's so fast that it gets out of the way.
Yeah.
You'd have to use a move command and then an attack command, because Zergling is a bit quicker. Anyways, back to the game, Tasteless.
All right.
Muta's on the way. Shine's going to want to take a 4th relatively soon.
All right, and now you can come in here with the Overseer and take this out. Ideally not having Banelings hit it, though.
Yeah.
Or you can do that.
All right, another hatchery on the way. A macro hatch, in fact.
This is where the part of the game where the Zerg actually can start to get so many units so quickly, because all the bases are fully operational. They're getting all, they have the ideal amount of workers on them.
Yep. Well, we'll see what Shine has planned here. Okay, there you go. The 4th base is being started right after that macro hatch, so that's pretty good. And he's really committing quite heavily to Mutas. And guys, please know that in Brood War, Muta was his unit. Like, that is the unit that he made his entire career.
He was the Muta whisperer.
Yeah, he was very good with Mutas. Very strong micro.
All right, just doing a lot of damage to these SCVs. Not actually killing as many as I thought he would.
Yeah. But
in fact, not a lot of workers have died this game, considering the amount of action we've had.
Yeah, that's true. One Muta does go down, another one severely injured.
Oh, they're going to get sandwiched.
And I guess he'll just fly south out of there.
Muta's got out of there. They're like, stick together, guys. Wah!
And the Widow Mine's like, yes, stick together, mutas.
Taste-Dose is like, we are forever high school, man. Like, all right, so we got more Lings and mutas gathering up here.
Yeah,
and
good minefield, really big one.
This he might not even want to attack anymore with the mines.
Yeah,
the potential for a catastrophe to occur.
Eventually, he's going to have to start pushing out. This is kind of a weird unit composition. 49 Marines, 2 medevacs, 9 mines.
Oh my god.
Definitely.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, okay, GG!
Oh, what? Oh! Oh my god. That was so well handled considering on both sides.
The fact that he saved one is really good.
You can see both guys were a bit startled that that happened.
Yeah. That was unexpected. That's a 1 in a million right there.
1 in a million Artosis. Well, I don't know about that.
How many times have you seen exactly that on this map between these two players? Oh, they'd have to play another million games to get that taste. I guess I was right if you take it literally.
All right, so we got the Lings and Bailey's coming up now. And he's just going to go and start planting these Widow Mines.
Yeah. And here we go. Shine running forward. Getting his links. Oh my god, that was good Widow Mines.
Oh my god, Widow Mines going to go off.
All right, well, some of the Widow Mines being awesome, the other ones being less awesome. And now they're all going to die.
Yep. So, Marines are just splitting out now. And then see, once he baits out that stim, he just runs for it.
Whoa.
Hey, you want to hear a joke I just thought of?
Okay.
What's the Marine's favorite drink?
What?
Stim milk.
Oh my god.
All right, so I got my bad joke out of the way. Wow.
Wow. I wasn't sure what you were going to say there. I knew it would be bad, though.
No, it was.
Thanks for not disappointing. Thanks for not exceeding my expectations, Tasteless.
No problem.
All right, the Widow Mines continue to move down. He has added a second factory, so we'll probably see him throw up a tech lab, get those tunneling claws, get out 3 Widow Mines at a time. That's generally how we see it go.
All right, so the mutas are coming up here at the second base. I don't know if the mutas should be doing this, actually. Ooh. Oh, my God. Whoa. He's losing too much.
Yeah, he really is.
And the mutas are nowhere here to defend.
Now he's going to get those non-upgrading eBays. In the meantime, well, you know what? That was actually a really nice surround right there.
If the mutas had been there, that would have all died.
Yes, that is very true. If the mutas were Luke's army, that would have been absolutely brutal. And the mutas going to have to get out of there. Really becoming a kind of sloppy, down and dirty, messy game. And this is a lot of Zerglings. Keen kind of out of position here, but he does have some Widow Mines to help out.
This might be too much, though.
Good spreading to use up as many Banelings as possible.
Now he's backing up. And we have the Ultralisk Cavern on the way here. You know, he's got to be careful, though. I got to agree with you there, Artosis. He just has quite just a bit too many spread out attacks here. Oh, see.
Well, a little bit sloppy there. But once again, you know, he is on 4 bases, still has a reasonable amount of supply and a reasonable bank, and Ultralisk Cavern is on the way. So that's definitely going to help out, especially since there are 0 Marauders from Keen. He is just not making Marauders at all. A little bit surprising.
All right, now he takes out these Widow Mines. The other thing is it's going to be harder for Terran to get a 4th base up.
Yeah, that is true.
It's going to be pretty tricky. Not as hard as some maps, but hard enough. All right, let's see if this does enough damage here.
And plenty of Lings coming in. Looks like this will be cleaned up. In fact, with the mutas coming, this could be bad.
All right, now he can actually start to get these medevacs. I don't know if it'd be a good idea to pick up here. He's going to target down more. Banelings are going to end up connecting with these Marines if the Lings can get around him. But so many medevacs are being picked up right now.
All right. Well, Keen has been thwarted once again. He is getting the tunneling claws now. He's getting that +3 attack. But I feel like when Ultras start joining the field with this huge bank of 2K, things are going to go even worse much quicker.
Lots of Widow Mines, though.
That is true, but every medevac goes down.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, there was one left, and now that's gone too.
Apology accepted, Artosis.
Yeah.
And the Muto is continuing to attack and hit hard.
Yeah.
And this fourth base here for the Terran is barely there.
Legend pointing out several times, by the way, that that bank is huge. It's now even above the 2K.
Yep.
And when he wants to make ultras tasteless, there's going to be a lot of them.
All right, just barely holding that off on both fronts, actually, the attacks to the opposing sides.
A lot more links on the way, keeping it scrappy. Now that fourth base is so important. I think he's going to make it into a planetary.
And I hope so. But even then, with the amount of ultras that should be out,
yeah, I think it may actually be safer as an orbital, to be honest.
Yeah, actually, you know what? That's super smart. He doesn't have too much anti-air. Well, that was a lucky medevac.
Yeah, I would say so. All right, an ultra on the way. 5 ultras on the way. There we go. That's more like it. Infestor's coming as well. +3 melee. Almost done. Chitinous plating as well.
And essentially, Keen is going to get blindsided by this sudden tech switch that he's really not equipped to handle.
Oh, nice hit by that Widowmine. Yeah, you know, it's going to come out and be very scary, basically. You know, all these Ling and Mutotechs have been strong enough already, but when you mix in 7 ultras with that, it's going to be brutal. They're going to be brutalisks, not ultralisks.
Ooh. Weren't there brutalists in StarCraft 1?
No, in StarCraft 2.
StarCraft 2, that's where it's from.
That guy Stetson or whatever,
Yeah.
he wanted them. He needed to get rid of that little chin beard thing.
All right. Now the ultralists have been revealed here, but another nice chain fungal here.
Yeah, and with those chain fungals and a few infested Terrans, looks like he's going to take out even more medevacs. I think this might be one of the games that we've seen the most medevacs lost in.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so lucky there's no queen.
Certainly,
right there.
you're right about that. Looks like he's assuming that medevac is in fact empty.
Well, the Spore got it, so that's... This is becoming kind of rough, I feel, for Keen. You know, even though he's on 4 base versus 4 base, wait a minute, he's actually dropping a couple locations at the same time. He did get that hatch, of course, but the natural base he was dropping as well. The thing is, it's the ultralists that are out. This is an army that is so scary.
All right, he's coming in now. That is definitely not enough. He needs more links with his army, too.
That's true, and now that Keen is finally making Marauders, that's really going to help out.
Yeah, definitely going to help out a lot. Medevac's backing out now. You know, I feel like this is a game that I kept thinking Keen was going to lose any second.
Yeah. Well,
and then
that's the nature of playing against a player like Shine.
Yeah.
He is so aggressive that it's always looking like, oh my god, he's got Keen on the back foot. Keen is maybe going to die here, and then suddenly Keen stabilizes, and it's like, oh, you don't have many bases. You don't have such an economy, do you, Zerg player?
Yeah. Well, it looks like he's going to get the Spire now.
Yeah, going to get that Baneling Nest, a very important kill. Those broodlings died before their time.
You know, if he keeps this up, if King keeps this up, this is going to go terribly for Shine. He's just barely staying in this.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, a couple of fungals and ultras on this could be very nice.
Nice splitting, though.
Well, instead, I guess he just won't use the infestors. Okay, there you go. Finally throwing down some of those.
He's going to kill off this whole army.
Yeah, he's going to lose. It looks like everything, but hold on. These links coming up. We'll chase him back for a moment.
Wow, a lot of Zerg everything is being lost right now.
Yeah, his supply is
at 138. I think we might actually...
It's a noticeable dip.
Yeah.
Look,
Shine's going to be kicking himself if he doesn't win this.
He's got a pretty big bank, though, so he can still make a lot.
Right into the Widow Mines.
18 Mutas on the way? Whoa.
I don't know if it's because he saw those Marauders over that army a little while ago and thought he had no anti-air.
Well, he oftentimes does things like this where... Whoa, okay.
Like PP.
Well,
our player Shine has requested a pause. I don't know for what. If we do find out, we'll let you know. We will have the referee go into the booth along with his coach.
It's like, I shouldn't have lost those ultras. I had all the fungals. It's like, well, you
can see this is an intense moment.
Yeah.
Oh, he was sweating too much. I guess he got sweat in his eyes.
That can happen. This is how hard these guys actually concentrate.
No, this is intense. You're playing in the most competitive gaming league of all time with the world watching.
For anyone that doesn't think that StarCraft 2 is a sport, tell them Artosis said.
Well, those are basically people that have a very weak grasp of language.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody's like, well, this isn't a sport. It's like, well, I mean, like, what about all the other things that, are not as physically intense? And they're like, well,
this is,
I
know we have
just
some
because you're
bowlers
not
out there, man, but this is more physically intense than bowling.
Well, I mean, as an example, I mean, just because you're not comfortable with the idea of it being a sport doesn't mean it's not a sport. I mean, there's also some sport where people ski down a hill and then fire a gun. I don't sit around criticizing that, but I'm just saying that's an obscure thing that is also a sport.
Maybe you should, though. No, of course. But yeah, sweating a lot, that's actually an interesting reason for a pause. But
some people, when they're nervous or, when they have a lot of adrenaline, they'll sweat more than other people.
Yeah. And some people like Gumio just sweat. They have hyperhidrosis. They sweat a lot out of their hands and stuff like that.
So I guess he got something in his eyes back there and dripped down. And then he's like, oh, God, I can't see.
This game is so intense right now.
Well, think about this. If he loses this,
to do that.
He was so close to just winning this so many times so far.
Mm-hmm. And maybe the sweat got in the way of that a little bit. Maybe he messed up a couple times. Maybe he was wiping his eyes when all those infestors died. Could be.
Absolutely could be. I think it might be an almost not recoverable situation, though. Well, he just received a warning, I was told. I guess we don't consider that one of the reasonable things to pause. And I guess that makes sense. If everybody could pause when they get sweaty, then it's just...
That's true. You have to cut the line somewhere. One thing I do want to say, Pro Gaming headband, man. You could wear a headband that says Samsung Con and keep that sweat right out of his eyes.
Absolutely.
If you actually sweat a lot like that, why not?
Why not?
Yeah. I don't sweat quite like that. Maybe if I played in the sauna, but...
Yeah, I don't sweat when I play.
I definitely sweat when I play.
You do?
When I play for a long time, I have to take a shower afterwards.
Really?
Yeah, no, I get intense, man.
No, I get intense, too. I just don't end up sweating. I don't know.
Not as intense as me, Tasteless.
Clearly not.
You lost your intensity years ago.
Years and years ago, yeah.
Okay, here we go. It has restarted, losing a lot of units here. He's got to pull those mutas back, especially. He has 25 mutas at the moment. Now,
another infestor bites the dust. It looks like the... he's got a lot of mutas coming up here, and there's not quite enough Marines. That is an insane amount of mutas, and he's going to get these medevacs, but the Widow Mines!
Oh, my goodness gracious. Not actually as bad as you would have thought.
Yeah, I would have suspected a lot more damage to be dealt there.
Now, with this many mutas, he's going to have to stay... Oh,
my God.
That's okay. He didn't actually lose...
Yeah, the mutas will heal
quite
up.
A few, but yeah, they will heal up pretty quickly overall. But yeah, with this many mutas out, he's going to have to get... mutas are going to be better in the scrappy.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my... It just keeps happening.
I think he might be
done
for. He's probably already tilted,
but
that he got a penalty.
You know what? One mining base for Keen right now. Just one.
That's true, and that's going to get fueled out pretty
He only
quickly
needs to hold on a little bit longer, to be honest, because he did take another base down at the 6 o'clock location again.
Oh, nice catch there.
Yeah.
Really eking out as much damage. Also note that Zerk can evacuate the space and go to the bottom once the game goes on.
Chain fungling some of these Widow Mines. Gonna have to evacuate the space. That's okay. Obviously, well, it's not completely okay, but it's better to evacuate.
It's definitely not good.
Yeah. Not lose your all your drones. By the way, that's +3 flyer carapace on the way. So those meters are 3-2 right now, which is insanity. No wonder he made so many of them.
Wow. Okay, now Terran's going back, but it looks like Terran's also going to expand again over here.
Well, that one's going down, man.
Yeah.
This many +3 mutas will make short work of this command center. Marauders running up there as if they can help.
I'm going to lay my back and shoot the mutas in the air. That's totally worth it. Totally. Yeah. So good. Oh, my God, he's got to be careful.
Splits the mutas and takes the mine hit like a boss, but...
All right. Well, we'll see.
Shine still has a slight chance, but this is getting more and more grim.
Well, the Terran army is just getting too big.
Yeah.
Once the Terran gets the necessary defense up, nothing else will matter.
Shine just has to keep him busy for so long, I can't see it happening.
All right,
oh
nice
my
catch
God,
on
a fungal on that would be nice. Oh, and he actually just misses.
All right, now going to move in here again. Got to be careful, though.
Yeah. Throwing down some really great fungals, and these ultras going to town, but that's a lot of damage output there.
The mutas are still a threat. Terran now retreating.
You know what?
Shine is like the survivor right now.
He is. Making me think of the Survivor show. I don't want to think about that right now, Tasteless.
Great show. Great show.
Great show.
Whatever.
Hell's Kitchen, too. Great show.
Hell, great show. I just like watching people get upset and yell at each other.
Yeah. Look at this. This is the last mining location for Keen. Any damage done here is significant. But he is losing quite a few meters. He's got to be very careful about that.
Lost mining time here. Okay, now this is a serious attack coming down here.
Yeah.
He has some ultras. He has a small number of zerglings at that base. I don't know if he's aware of that.
If he beats this attack, he actually, I think, wins this game, maybe.
I think you
know
are
what?
correct.
Yeah, actually, if he beats this attack, he's going to win.
The Muta's, by the way, going down. The Muta's taking a bunch of hits, actually, on the
man.
those Widow Mines.
Flying through
The
that
whole
same
map
old
is a
line
dark
field.
and deadly place right now for the Zerg.
It is.
Dark and deadly.
And he's in space,
Yeah.
where no one can hear him scream. Or so I hear. I haven't been to space yet. I can't say
Not
it for
yet.
myself.
Well, he's going to move up here now, and he's trying to just slowly whittle down the Terran army. It's amazing to see the supplies seesaw in this game.
Yeah, this has been actually a fantastic game so far. The TVZs that we've
if you
had
want to
this
have a
season are
game that's
amazing.
got some back and forth, you've got it right now, guys.
Yeah, and I love some of these switches. The fact that he went back into mutas and he never stopped upgrading them. Their upgrades are 3-3. He has 3-3 mutas. He's making 12 more now.
I think
we are 33 minutes in, and he's still making mutas against full tech. Full
I
upgrade
wonder
time.
if Keen's fully aware of the mute upgrades, because sometimes people don't check that stuff in a heated game like this, and he might think, well, there's probably like +1 or something on him, but in fact they're 3-3, which makes it hard to calculate engagements against him.
You know what? He might want to focus more on Widow Mines and less on Marines in that case. By the way, he has 4K gas. Pretty hard to spend your gas late game.
Yes, this is true.
Unlike the other two races, I can't get enough of it.
Try to get a bunch of banelings, I guess, but...
Well, no, I'm talking about Terran.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Terran.
Okay, well,
I think he's done
he's
it.
going to die, man. This has been
Keen's
ridiculously back and forth. What a great game. Ultra Fungal Muta. All with full upgrades. Pretty sick.
Yeah, pretty wild, man. Yet Terran has no location that he can mine from. The top center is pretty much dried up. But you know what? These Marauders, when kited, can do an incredible amount of damage, but still with the mutas here.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't want to run into that planetary. Those are all so low.
Well, he's just trying to keep these Ultras alive and do as much damage as he possibly can while the mutas are going to clean up the SCVs over here at this expansion.
And down everything goes, very low hit points, but the Queen's very quietly tiptoeing up to heal them. Unfortunately, they're going too slow. It'd be better if they'd make noise and run.
Oh, no, he's just going to target down the planetary. Looks like Keen was not looking. Keen now down to 47 supply to 135.
113 minerals, and he's basically not mining at this point. The Muta's going to be more than enough to clean this up.
Wow, well, he did it. This is actually probably
those Samsung
funnest
Zergs,
game.
man.
Yeah, this is one of the funner games I've casted throughout this season. I mean,
Yeah.
it was like really back and forth. But I think it started out with a quick Ling rush.
Yeah.
That was barely held up by the Terran that went all the way to the 30, well, probably 37 marker.
And then don't forget that for a long time there, Shine was on low economy. GG. But he did fight back. You know, with brilliant switches, man.
With the penalty that Shine got, does that carry over into round of 16?
I'm actually not.
I'm not
clear
sure.
on
We
that.
so rarely give it out.
People really don't
here.
get many penalties. So.
Yeah.
Never really had to check into that.
All right. Well, Keen. Things are changing in HOTS, man.
Yes,
some of the players that were always here, that we could always count on, are not here anymore. At least so far.
Oh, the one
Chapter 1 here of HOTS.
The one Kespa player in the group does make it through.
Yep.
And
Kespa players.
Definitely a different style. Definitely a fun player to watch.
Yeah.
So, I guess let's take a look at these results. Our two Zerg players do get through, Symbol and Shine.
Unfortunately, Keen and Squirtle are out.
And you know what? So far we have two Protosses, both Kespa, in the round of 16. And there's only two more left to go. Of course, very great ones, Parting and Rain. Two of the absolute best. So hopefully we can get them through and have a decent amount of Protosses in that round. But so far, Zerg's doing very well.
Zergs are doing very well. Protoss is not doing so well so far.
Yep.
I'm curious to see how many we're going to see in the round of 16.
Yeah, it's between 2 and 4.
Great work today, Artosis. We had some great games, good casting as always.
Yep.
And thank you guys for joining in here. So tomorrow, Code S match round 32, Group F. We
Look
have
at this group.
Innovation, Rain, Hyun, and Gumiho.
That is the sickest group.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Innovation versus Rain alone is so good. And then Hyun, oh my god. Gumiho. I love this group to death, Daces. I cannot wait.
It's super exciting.
It's going to be an amazing, amazing group.
Well, guys, definitely tune in. Same time, same place. They're going to be some great games. I do hope we get some more Protoss to go through.
I do too.
That would be nice.
Rain definitely has his possibilities, man. But that is
Well, if there's a
can't
Protoss,
create
you can
a
get
harder
through.
group than that group, man.
Yeah, no kidding.
Except for the other groups.
Any closing thoughts, Artosis?
Wow. Really good games today, guys. Tell everyone about them so that they can go ahead and watch, especially that last one. We thought that was over several times in different directions.
That
So
was fun.
pretty fun. And make sure to check us out on Twitter. I'm Artosis. Call me Tastes.
And spread the word as always about the GSL because we had a lot of great stuff coming up this year at GOMTV.net. We can't wait to show you guys. For Artosis and myself, we love you. Good night.
4 years, 4 kids later down the line. My progression is my profession. I'm doing shows with a 9. My mama